Our guest is Naomi today. Are you fro? How long has it been now?
It's been almost 4 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah. Saturday will be 4 weeks.
That's about a month. Ooh,
yeah.
Brand new. In Ghana, we say Sierra Rubber. How are you feeling? Tell us a little bit about yourself and then we'll get into your love story.
Okay. So my name is Naomi.
Okay.
I've been married since the 13th of December.
Okay.
What else is there to say? So yeah, I live in the UK.
Right.
Came here to get married, came to Ghana to get married. So for me and my friends, it was a destination wedding.
Right. This is very interesting, and I love that you started off that way, because the way that you said I came to Ghana to get married, it's giving 90-day fiance. So tell us, how did you guys meet? Like, you know, what was the love story? How long you guys knew each other?
Okay, so we met each other through a friend of mine.
Okay.
And a cousin of his.
Okay.
And we were at it was actually the first year of return.
Oh, that was 2019.
Yes, it was the first year of return. That's when we met.
Okay.
Funnily enough, we met on the 31st of December.
Oh, crossover.
Yeah, literally. So 31st of December, that's when we met.
Okay.
And we were friends for a year. Okay. So we built a friendship for about a year or so, and then afterwards we started dating each other. But then it was COVID.
Yes.
So nobody could travel, nobody could get anywhere. So he couldn't come and see me, I couldn't come and see him until the year after. Okay. That's when we started seeing each other properly.
Okay. Yeah. So you would say it got serious about 2021?
Yes, 2021 is, that's when I can say that's when it got serious.
Right. So even between 2021 and now, what did that season teach you about each other? Like, what did you learn about your partner in that season?
Oh, I think I really got to know him as a person, who he is, because initially, because he lives here, or he lived here and in the UK as well. So now he's moved to the UK full time.
Okay.
But it was very much, especially during that time of lockdown and everything and not being able to travel, it was very much trying to get to know him online.
Yes.
So it was a lot of video calls, a lot of texting, having to be, ready whenever all that kind of stuff. So it was very much that. So when he moved, because he moved 3 years ago.
Okay. So about 2022.
Yes. Okay. He moved. So when he moved, it was very much, okay, I'm actually getting to know you, the little quirks, this is how you respond when you eat. Okay, this is how you respond when you do this. So it was very much like that. So getting to know him online kind of softened the steps in a sense.
No, I agree, because actually I can relate. My husband and I did about 2.5 years long distance.
Right.
So I was in Canada, he was in Ghana, and I don't know what your unpopular opinion is. I'll ask you in a minute. But mine is that it actually is better, because you get to know the person for who they are. Sometimes in person, people, I don't want to say pretend, but it's you get tired of each other. Maybe I see you every day, it becomes normal.
That is very true.
You know what I mean? Whereas if it's long distance, then there's depth to your conversation.
And I think it kind of tests your own patience in a sense as well, because I feel whilst doing long distance, you have a lot more kind of autonomy to do what it is that you want. Let's say you're on the phone, he says something that you don't like, you can hang up the phone. But it's okay, I'm trying to learn, and this is the thing, okay, I want to get rid of those bad habits. So instead of doing that, let me teach myself how to properly respect him, especially if you want, for me, Christian, my faith is really, really important to me. So especially when it comes to okay, you want to learn how it really is to respect the man fully and embrace him for the man that he's supposed to be. So I think those little things start testing the waters and being okay, this is where God says, this is where he says. So it's calm down. So very much that.
Good. When did you realize you guys were getting serious? Like very serious?
I think it was like 6 months into the relationship.
Okay.
Yeah, it was very intentional from the start. It took a little bit of time before we got married, but that was because, you know, career and all of that kind of stuff, and me. But in terms of everything else, it started getting very intentional very early on.
Okay.
So, which was quite fulfilling and very reassuring.
Okay.
So that was quite good.
Good. When did he propose?
So, proposal happened on so he moved in 2023,
right,
actually, and proposal happened on the 22nd of December 2022.
Wow.
Yes.
In Ghana or in
UK?
Ghana?
It happened in Ghana. It was a very surprise proposal. We don't have any pictures.
Wow. What? How were you feeling pictures in the moment?
I was like, this is so random. But I don't blame him. He had to do it like that because I'm a very hard person to surprise. Like, I can find everything out. So I understand why he did it.
So I want to know, like, the story. So was it at a house, at a garden, at a party?
No, we went for a meal. I think that's when Munam had just opened. So that's where he proposed. And he did it very slightly because he knows that I'm so particular.
Like fanfare. Okay.
No, I don't like everybody around me just doing all sorts. So it started at Munam and then it ended at the apartment that we were in.
Okay.
So that's where the final proposal was, basically. But there was no pictures and anything. It was really sweet because he doesn't like seafood and he took me to Nsumunam. That's a big thing already. And then we had a really nice dinner, very nice time. We even met the chef at the time. So it was really, really nice. And then from there, he took me to some scenery by Pedwase Lodge.
Okay.
And then from there, we stayed at Pedwase and then he was like, oh, will you marry me? And all that kind of stuff. I was like, oh, that's so cute.
So now going back to how you said it was me and your heart to surprise, I gather that you're a very private person. You're a very particular person. So this leads me to my next question. Did you use a wedding planner?
I did.
You did? Okay.
I did.
And what informed that decision?
So she was not really planning.
Okay.
She was more so coordinating.
Okay.
But she was helping when it came to finding the right vendors for specific things.
Okay.
So I already knew a lot of the vendors that I wanted to use, but when it came to like the decor, the food, decor and food mainly, and I think like little things like security and all of those kind of stuff, like she really, really helped. This was Phil's ushering. I don't know if you've heard of her, but because our wedding was in Kumasi as well, so that made it a little bit not difficult, but it was a little bit, you had to be very, very...
The logistics.
Had to be very different compared to if it were to be in Accra.
Okay.
So that was a big thing, but she was really helpful in that regard. So she helped like reaching out to those specific vendors. And when let's say like some of the vendors that I originally picked out anyway were her friends, or she already knew them already. Lovely. So when I needed something to be quick, she would be faster. Like, can you? So.
And even for you, how did you already know the vendors you wanted to use? Like research or social media, or you're one of those, I have the mood board, I just need the man.
So I actually go off personality first. Okay. So I need to know if your values match with mine before I actually ask you to do a job for me. So I actually did a lot of research. Of course, like thank God for Instagram and TikTok nowadays. You can find all vendors online, which makes it a lot easier to speak to people or to find vendors for your specific things. So I had chosen a lot of vendors already, a lot of the popular ones that everybody tends to use. And then when I reached out to them, I was like, no, I don't really like how our conversation went. No, I don't like the slow replies. I don't like this. I don't like that. So then that helped me settle down on the people that I wanted. And then what my luck is that they were good in communication and good at their craft as well. So that's what made me settle.
That's very important. Did you and your partner have any conflicts during the planning?
Oh,
Was there any
gosh.
misunderstanding? I mean, he's not here to defend himself, so feel free to throw him under the bus.
Yes, there was a bit of conflict because I think this is where the egos really come up, because everybody's like, no, I want this, no, I want that.
Okay.
So it was very much like that at some point, especially when it came to the date.
Oh,
yes.
Tell us about that.
When it came to the date. So I wanted something outside of the December period.
Okay, why is that?
Because
Again.
I had to think about my people coming from outside, ticket prices, the fact that December traffic, all of that kind of stuff, how it's going to basically affect that whole period. And for him, he had to think about his friends and his family here. When will they have time off? What would make the best sense and all of that kind of stuff? When is everybody coming from his side that is coming from abroad and all of that kind of stuff? So that was a big thing. So we didn't settle on a date until maybe like 5-6 months before.
And in the end, you being the submissive woman, he won.
He actually won.
13th December.
He won 13th December. But then I was like, oh, actually, I like that date because it's a sum.
Okay.
13 plus 12 is 25.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. So it was 131225.
Yeah.
That is so cool. See?
Yeah.
So
and I have a thing for numbers. So then I was like,
Yeah.
you know what? Okay, yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
It's a nice date. So yeah.
It worked out.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. And in terms of like family dynamics, is there anything that you guys had to be conscious of? I mean, besides you guys migrating and all that.
Yeah. So family dynamics. So so I'm the firstborn in my family.
Okay.
And he's an only child.
Oh. While I don't jump.
And his parents are big people in the church. And then my dad has connections, like his cousin is some sort of king or chief back in Kumasi. So it was like we had to do things in a very particular way. So at first, the whole plan was to do just a traditional marriage. But then the parents were like, oh, if we're doing traditional, they still want us to do something in the church. At this point, all of our clothes were done. And it was like, there's no time to even
sew or make
to go and look to sew anything for a white wedding. So we were like, we'll just have to take it to church. Wow. So that's why, I don't know, in the pictures and the videos, we were wearing traditional attire in the church. Yes. And the day before, we had like, the traditional engagement ceremony where the dowry came and everything at my father's house. So that was that. And then the Saturday was basically the church wedding.
Right.
So it was very different. It wasn't exactly how we wanted it, but it was like, what, at this point, we just have to please our parents. So let's try and please them the best way that we can. So
but funny enough, okay, so if you could do anything different at this point, what do you think you would have done differently?
Oh, I don't think I would necessarily do anything different, but what we have spoken about, because what we wanted to originally do was to do the Ghanaian marriage here and then do the white wedding abroad.
Okay.
That was the whole plan. So we're still kind of like, do we still want to do it? Do we want to? Like,
why not? I mean,
it's literally,
especially if friends and family couldn't make it,
Exactly. Yeah. It's literally why not? There's no reason not to be very honest with you. No reason. We're just thinking about it. And I think for me, it's more so the stress of the planning.
Okay.
That I'm like, I don't know if I really want to do that again. Like, I'm not too sure about that.
When it came to planning, what did you pay for first? Okay, so now the proposal has happened. You know you're getting married. What was the first decision that you made? Venue.
Yes.
Okay. Again, because you said it was going to be in Kumasi.
Yeah,
Yes.
venue. Okay. So I didn't want a regular place. I didn't want like a very common place that everybody had used, because everybody's used to like the big halls and everything. Like, I didn't want that, because that would just be more opportunity for more people to come. And I was very particular. I was like, I don't want a lot of people at this wedding. I want to be able to know all my guests.
Right.
So that was very important to me. So we found this place on TikTok, actually. It's called the Peacock Mansion.
Wow. Okay.
And it's basically a house, and the owner lives in London, but he travels back and forth. So he was like, okay, like, yeah, you guys can have your wedding there. He actually uses it as events grounds.
Okay.
So it allowed for a small, intimate
Yes.
wedding,
Yeah.
enough for about, I think we had about 80 to 100 people there.
You're joking.
Yeah.
That's tiny.
We were very strict.
Yes.
Very strict.
It looks like you don't play. You
No.
look like a no-nonsense.
No, I was like, no. I mean, even on the day my dad was like, oh, this auntie, I was like, I don't know them. I was very much like, I don't know
kill
them.
your parents. I think these days people are being very straight even with their parents.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
mom, dad, no, this is the cutoff points. This is the number.
Definitely.
So that's something that you are also very firm on.
Yeah, we had some QR codes made, QR card codes made, and we basically at the church ceremony we gave it to the coordinator, so Phil, and her assistant, and we told them, give my dad 25, give his dad 25, give my mom 20, and then give it out to the people that you want to give it out. And then at the gate, one of the assistants for Phil was going to stand there with a security guard and basically scan it, and if it's not an entry,
then you're not can't come in. Wow. What did you spend the most on? Again, what was a non-compromisable for you?
My outfits.
Your outfits.
Yeah.
Okay. Which one was your favorite?
Expensive. Oh, that is such a difficult question. Oh, okay, because I really like all of them because I designed all of them.
Did you?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
So
you designed, but who made them? So you can give a shout out to your vendors.
Okay, great.
Yes.
So first and foremost, I want to give a shout out to Yao Ado. He brought my vision to life.
Amazing.
He did it. So I told him what my inspiration was, what I wanted from the kente itself, from the kente itself, which was made by Kenta Freak. Absolutely amazing woman. Because I've spoken to 3 kente vendors and
they were stressing you
what
out.
They took me through, it was not worth it at all. So Kenta Freak really, really, she kept her word. She was right on time, even early, right? And she did exactly what she needed to do. So from the design of the kente, it was with Yao Ado. We chose the colors, we chose the patterns. I told him what I wanted each thing to mean and all that kind of stuff and how I wanted it to be arranged. He did exactly that. And then the same goes for my dresses. So I saw some elements from different dresses. And I was like, I like this, I like that. Put it together in a certain way, and then he really captured my vision, so which is what I really like. He's an illustrator, so that's like literally his job. So I did it with him, and he put him together in a PDF file, and then I sent it off to the designer. So the first design of my first dress, which was the ombre mustard yellow and olive green dress, was House of Pawan. I love him. Aww. He is so sweet. He's so sweet, so nice. We did everything from abroad, but the day that I fit my dress, everything fit exactly like perfect. No problems whatsoever. Did a few tweaks here and there. So he did that one. I really loved that dress. That was the first dress that we actually put together, and it was like, wow, this is amazing. I can't believe that this is my dress. I really loved it. And then my second dress was made by Patterns. She's based in Kumasi. Lovely woman. She was heavily pregnant when she was making my dress, and she was not backing down. But she's absolutely gorgeous. She's like a sister in Christ for me right now. She's so nice. And she did my second dress. So that was the one that was seashell inspired. That one, that was like a showstopper. I love that dress. You know what? The first one it has a special spot in my heart. But that one, that everyone was like, it's dress. That dress, So that one, she did her big one on that one.
I'm so happy to see you light up when you talk about
no, my dresses were a really important part for me. My dresses were, and then my hair and my makeup as well. But the dresses, and then my third dress, that's the first dress that I got made. I got that one made in Kosovo.
Kosovo as in Russia.
No, so it's not in Russia. It's an Eastern European country, yes, but it's not in Russia.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got it made there. So that was like a silk satin dress.
Okay.
It was kind of like unexpected because it was supposed to be one of my pre-wedding shoot dresses, but we didn't get to do that pre-wedding shoot. Just got busy with life.
Okay.
So we didn't get to do that shoot. And then I was just like, I'll just wear it as my third dress.
Why not?
So I wore it as my third dress and it was really nice. So I was like, yeah, great.
I love it for you.
Yeah, thank you.
I remember you said that it took a while before you guys got married because of career and stuff. Do you want to tell me a little bit about that?
Right, yeah. So I work as a specialist nurse in psychiatry.
Okay.
And at the time, he was working for the World Bank.
Oh, wow.
So it was just trying to find time in our schedules was a bit difficult. I was also in school at the time. I was doing a master's.
Wow.
So I was working full-time, doing a full-time master's at the same time. And then he was also doing another course in project management and then working for the World Bank and all that. So just imagine like traveling all over and then having to do all sorts. So time just flew.
Yeah.
And then it was our parents that was like, okay, so
what's going on, guys?
Yeah.
Hello.
Like, what's going on? And then we're like, oh yeah.
About that.
So that's when it basically, then we're like, okay, let's just start planning. And then we literally just start planning. And then, I
pity your children. Because they have these amazing parents who are just go-getters and go, boom, boom, boom. And they cannot slack. Do you feel like you were already comfortable with him? Like you were already settled in him, which is why you didn't mind too much? Like, I think sometimes people want to use the wedding to sort of like define what they are, who they are, what they're doing. But it seems with you were very settled and comfortable with him already.
Yeah, we were really comfortable with each other. There was no real pressure from either of us individually. But it was very much so like, okay, we want to attain our personal goals first and then come together where we need to come together really. And then that's basically what happened. So I completed my master's, I progressed in my role, he did what he had to do, and then of course he moved over as well and had to settle over there and all that kind of stuff. So all these things kind of like influenced at the time our decision making process. And then also how we were already very comfortable with each other already, because I mean, the benefit of being together for so long is that you develop a really good friendship.
Absolutely.
So, and because of that, it was very easy just to be like, okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
And you mentioned that about your faith being a Christian. How did your faith influence your planning leading up to the wedding? Is there like a particular scripture or a particular experience that, you used towards the wedding planning?
Well, so we initially started planning the wedding actually from 2024.
Okay.
And it was supposed to be, as I told you, it was supposed to be 2 weddings.
Yes.
But then some personal things happened and all that kind of stuff. So that cut our planning time short by literally half. Because we were like, okay, we want to use exactly 1 year to plan everything, but we ended up using 5 or 6 months to plan everything. And that was the caveat. So it was the fact that we were able to do it in such a short amount of time, because it was stressful and it was like getting all the finance together, because weddings, like, you will plan your budget.
I was just going to ask you, did you have a budget?
Oh, we had a budget.
Did you go over your budget?
Oh, well, way and beyond. Like, you will have a budget, but then the little things that will come on the side, that's what is taking the money, and you just don't understand. You're like, wait, what? But we planned for this. How come it's now this? Like, oh yeah, it was something else. But we thank God that He made it happen, because this was definitely a testament of like, this is not your strength though, because if it was your strength, it would have all collapsed. Definitely not my strength or his strength or any of our parents. So yeah.
And what were the logistics like getting people from the UK here in terms of like ticketing and Airbnb and hotel? And because initially you guys came to Accra and then moved to Kumasi for the wedding, right? So tell me a bit about that. How was that?
Yeah, we were going to do it in Accra and then we were going to do it in Kumasi, but the plan was always to have like something in Kumasi anyway, but we didn't know how we was going to do it. So we actually paid for a venue in Accra. We never got a refund.
I was about to ask.
We never
Did
got
you get
a refund.
No.
No. We paid it in full and we never got a refund. And that was pricey.
There you go. Maybe that's why you went a bit over. I mean, these things happen.
But I didn't even consider the money that we spent in Accra. We paid for a lot.
Hey, now Kai. Tell me all of them.
So we paid for the venue in full. We paid for our MC. We paid for our cake. We almost paid for food. And we paid for the cocktail bar.
Okay.
That was a lot because the venue alone was like 30,000.
Wow.
The cake, we paid half.
Wow.
It was supposed to be the
So you're telling me that all these 4 things in Accra, you did not end up making use of?
We didn't use it.
You're joking. How was the relationship with the vendors when you tried to explain that you wouldn't be using them?
They were like, their policies. I was like, you know what? It's fine. It's money lost, but we get it back. I forgot we also paid for photographer. Yeah.
And none of them did you even so much as get 10% back? You're joking.
This is the thing. This has really taught me that as much as sometimes customer service in Ghana can be a bit, they don't play about their money
policy.
And their policies. Like they don't play about that. Once you've made payment, you've made payment. That's it. It's your decision to commit or not.
But don't you think that, okay, this is just, again, this doesn't reflect the opinion of Once Upon a Wedding or Naomi, but this is a personal opinion.
Yeah.
Don't you feel like in some cases they should be able to sort of like make a concession, like in case there's a death in the family or a family disagreement or, you know, like...
I think they should.
Or if it's maybe something like food, for instance. If it's a week to the event or 10 days to the event, maybe they haven't bought the fresh food ingredients yet, you know what I mean? Or if it's a photographer, I mean, it's his labor, it's his manpower, so he can say, okay, you know what, you costed me a date and a time, but here's what I can do. Maybe I can give you 20% back and then maybe take another gig for the day. Or what do you think?
That's the thing, because literally the day, I think 2 weeks after we cancelled the venue here, somebody else booked it for the same day, and it was like,
and they had even the same day, so it's like you
day.
didn't lose out.
You didn't lose out on anything, so you could have really just given the money back. But
oh no, I'm so sorry.
I mean, I've grieved it enough now. I'm fine. I'm fine. So yeah.
What were some of your funnest, most amazing moments during the wedding?
I think the moment that me and my dad danced, my dad is not a dancer. He has 2 left feet. He doesn't know how to dance whatsoever. So it was very much like, wow, okay, you're actually dancing. And it was so nice to see everybody have fun. Right. And then my in-laws as well, just everybody just dancing together, being able to like mingle and just be free. Because it literally felt like all the stress from all the planning has just released. Yeah, everybody really had fun. Like I think seeing everybody have fun was really a big thing for me.
And what was your worst? What would you never do again? What do you remember that put you in a bad mood?
I think not prioritizing sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't. I was like, I need to get things done as soon as possible, making sure that everybody has to have everything sorted and just making sure that everybody was sorted at all times and always utilizing the help because I had 10 bridesmaids.
Yeah, we're getting into that.
And it wasn't until the last minute that I utilized them as much as I possibly could. Yeah, but
I think then in hindsight, that's like you know?
Yeah. I'm used to doing everything for myself and by myself. So it was like, it was a bit hard to
ask for help. Yeah. And what informed you choosing your bridesmaids? Who were they? Why did you choose them?
Okay, so all of my bridesmaids have a significant importance in my life.
Good.
All of them. My maid of honor, who was Gifty, she's been my friend for over 20 years.
Amazing.
So we've known each other literally since childhood. So it was a no-brainer. My sister, of course, played the role of sister of the bride. So she was there as well.
Can I just say, sometimes sister of the bride is more important than the bridal. The way that they carry on.
I literally wanted her to have her own moment. So she was definitely my sister of the bride. And then my chief bridesmaid, who was Rita, we went to university together.
Okay.
She absolutely gorgeous girl. And then you had Jerry. She was together with Rita as well. We were all in university together. So that was also a reason. Then you had Nicole. Nicole's a friend from way back when. Sandra, Eunice, like all of them, like they have such a significant part in my life. Like Eunice and Gloria, they're from church, so they're my church sisters. They had to be there, of course.
Right.
So and then my little cousins were there as well. So yeah, it just made sense
to have all of them.
Did
he have 10 groomsmen as well?
He had 10 groomsmen as well. So we matched. It was a bit difficult at first because I was like, I don't think I have 10 friends. But then I was like, oh, actually I do. So yeah.
And the colors, what made you choose those colors?
Right. So that was also something that we argued about because he didn't understand the colors at all. So in Ghana, I learned that the wedding colors are very, very important.
Very.
Abroad, it's not.
Okay.
The wedding colors only go for the decor.
The decor, yeah.
They don't go for the actual colors that the party's going to wear.
Right.
So when people were asking for wedding colors, I was like, I don't understand. Like, I didn't really understand. So then I constantly sent them just the decor colors. I was like, okay. But the party itself, they wore blue.
Okay.
So they wore sky blue.
Okay.
And of course, me and my husband, we wore, our main color was olive green. And then my dress had mustard yellow in
the ombre.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
And then it had accents of orange and accents of turquoise in it. I originally wanted turquoise, but that was a very difficult color to get for the girls and the boys. So we opted for blue. Main reason being because blue and yellow make green.
Yeah.
So it was still very harmonious together. So it's just about the color theory and the color wheel and everything like that. So that's why in the pictures it actually looks really, really nice.
Yeah, that's really important because if you're not careful, sometimes
the colors can clash.
It ends up looking a bit like a circus sort of thing. Yeah. But in hindsight, do you wish, now that you say Phil's was sort of a coordinator, do you wish you had gotten a planner? Because a planner is a planner and a coordinator is a coordinator.
So Phil's does both.
Okay. But it sounds like you did most of the planning.
Yes, because I wanted to.
Okay.
It was going to be very hard for her to capture what it is that I wanted.
Right.
So I knew that nobody can plan my wedding for me. So I was like, I'm not going to give you that stress of even trying to plan my wedding for me. So I would just do that all myself. I'll reach out to all the vendors. Well, Joe did a lot actually as well. So I'm not going to take that away from him. He did like a lot of the production side of things when it comes to the MC, DJ, entertainment, that kind of stuff. That's what he took control. I was like, yeah, I can't deal with that. I'm already dealing with what we're going to look like. You deal with that. Okay. So he did that. And then Phil's kind of like just coordinated all of them to make sure that everybody was actually doing what they were supposed to do.
Okay. And in terms of like culture shock, like how things are done in the UK and how things are done in Ghana, what do you think was like, oh, okay, like for you doing the ceremony in Ghana, that you feel like, no, if this was in the UK, it would be different?
I think it was people not upholding their own contracts at some point.
Okay.
I think that was a big thing to me because some of the vendors were like 2-3 days before the wedding were like, oh, we told you booked us for from 1 till 5. And we're like, when have you heard a reception start at 1 o'clock? What sense does that make? So it was very much like that. But then, so it was like people, kind of like not upholding their contract, kind of like, it was almost like playing with your emotions. I was like, excuse me, I've paid all this money. I need you to be there for this and this time. Make sure you're there. So that was a big thing. And I think that was the biggest one That was the biggest one. Is there anything else that I can think about?
What do you think your husband would say was his highlight? You're here representing him, so you have to represent him well.
What was his highlight? I think he would probably say, I think similarly to me, like the fact that everybody enjoyed. I know for a fact he didn't like that there were little things that didn't go the way that they were supposed to go. Because I like to say, for instance, the live band, it wasn't what we expected. We were supposed to get a different set of people. Then it was a different set of people that came, and he was like, "That's not what's supposed." That's not what was supposed to happen. Yeah. So that is definitely something that he was like, no.
Right.
And I think there were some issues with the DJ as well at some point. Oh, okay. So he was very much like, that as well. But in terms of how the actual wedding went, I think, he enjoyed like definitely most part of it. You could really see him light up. And I think that really brought me joy as well. Yeah. Because it was very important because we worked very hard for this wedding. Of course.
Of course. In your personal, what's the word I'm looking for? Again, I'm trying to put you on the spot. How do you think it feels, or how is it being married to a man that's an only child? Like, how does his family receive this? How does his family treat you? Yeah.
It was definitely a learning curve. Okay. I really had to kind of like get used to the different dynamics because I come from a big family. I'm very used to a certain type of communication style with my parents that he didn't have with his parents. And I think that's also the different cultures because even though my parents are Ghanaians, they've lived abroad for over 30 years. Absolutely. So it's like that would definitely influence how they interact and everything like that. And then his parents are very traditional. Okay. They're very sweet, don't get me wrong, but they're very traditional in that kind of aspect. So that also influenced a lot of things. So it was very much like, trying to learn their way of communication to kind of like let them understand that, I'm not being rude or disrespectful. I'm just trying to...
It's just how you were brought up. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. And what are some of the bad, apart from, hanging up when you're upset, what are some of the bad habits that you had to get rid of before marriage?
I think it's my directness because I think in Ghana, I find that sometimes people are not very direct.
They're never direct, my dear. I have my own trauma story.
Like, they're not very direct at all. It's like when something is AB, they will say AZ and beat about the bush, go around the roundabout. Before they get to B. And it's like, you really didn't have to do that. And sometimes I now understand, or like I then understood that it was very much rude in a sense to be very direct and straight to the point. So that's something that I had to get used to. That's something that I really had to get used to. So change of words, change of language use and all that kind of stuff that had to happen, had to be learned. And
And what are some of the difficult conversations that you and your partner had to have before the wedding and after the wedding? What do you think are some of the conversations couples have or don't have that you implemented in your life?
I think for us, a big thing was location.
Okay.
Where are we going to live in the long term and in the short term? Because he didn't want to move to the UK full time.
Okay.
He did not want to come. So it took a lot of convincing and letting him understand that right now it's not the time for us to settle in Ghana full time. So that was definitely a long, and I think that is also what kind of like delayed everything a little bit. As much as we were busy with our own stuff, that was a big part of it as well. I think probably about 40 to 50% of everything. Children, that was a big thing as well. How do we want them to be raised? Do we want them to be raised here or back in the UK? What do we want to do? Like, how many do we want? How do you see your finances? That's a big thing as well. Because I think in Ghana, it's very much like hush, hush. We don't really speak about our finances. In the UK, it's very much like, okay.
What's your credit score? What's going on?
Yeah.
Can you get a mortgage or not? Yes.
Yeah, very much like that. So that is something that we had to talk about as well. How are we going to put our finances together? How is it going to work separately? If we're going to keep it separate? Like all of that kind of stuff. So these things had to be spoken about. management of the household. What do you expect from me? Because that was a big thing as well. Because what he's used to seeing here is very different from how it actually works abroad. And making it very clear that that doesn't take away from his manhood, like, you know, like the adjustments in lifestyle. So that was a big thing as well. So yeah.
When you say this, there are a number of scenarios that are popping off in my head. Doing the dishes or ironing or cleaning, because that's, for the modern Western woman, it's very much a case of, I'm going to work, you're going to work, you know.
We have to share.
Whoever gets home first can cook.
Yeah.
Whereas a traditional Ghanaian man is like, I've come home from work and dinner should be ready.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's also something that's, you know, you're adjusting to, and he's adjusting to as well. Yeah.
It was very much something that I had to learn. Because it's like, okay, I don't mind cooking. I actually really enjoy cooking. But it was, again, the Western style of cooking compared to the Ghanaian style of cooking.
Throwing it in the oven, seasoning the salmon, as opposed to making the jollof for 2 hours on the stove.
See, that even I don't even mind. It was the constant fufu. Now when I was like, no.
The enemy.
I was like, why? Like, why am I fighting myself to eat? Like, no, like, so don't get me wrong. I eat fufu. That's not the problem here. But you know, I eat fufu when I go to my mother's house. I don't eat fufu in my own house. So it's like, okay, like, now I have to make it like every week. Like, wow.
You're going through it. You know, that's like the little... It's like not pocket size, but they have the little like mortar and pestle thing, grinded thing. Are you gonna take one back with you?
So I've really been thinking about it, you know, because I'm like, oh, like, okay, like, what do I do? Like, how am I even gonna carry this?
You can do it in the food processor as well.
So my mom has this thing. It's called like a swallow maker.
Oh,
it's like a machine, and you put
the starch in, and then
it just does it for you. I was like, I need that because I can't comment. She's like, oh, this is why you have abasa. Like, I'm like, no. I was like, no, I can't. And Joe, bless his soul, he's a big man.
Okay.
Unfortunately, he's a big man, so he doesn't eat small portions. Okay. So, you know, it's a big portion that I have to cook. So I'm just like, oh God, like, so that's the only thing.
Okay.
But everything else, I'm fine.
Okay.
Everything else, I'm fine. But the pounding,
is the enemy of your marriage? Naomi, this is so funny.
Oh gosh, that's the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. You've thrown me way off. I'm going to be laughing about this for days. What is your unpopular opinion or opinions when it comes to weddings? Like, things that will have people saying, how dare you? But that is, you feel how you feel. That's a hill you're dying on.
Okay. The details that you're worried about, nobody cares about. Everybody will forget them. Enjoy the day. Oh gosh, I wish I listened to everybody's advice. Enjoy the day. Well, I did in that kind of aspect, but don't worry too much about the happenings of the day. It will happen how it's supposed to happen. You've planned it to your best of abilities. When the day actually comes, the day is here. So just let it go. Let the people that you've paid to work for you on that day do their jobs. That's it. That's the thing that I would say. And the thing that you can control, which is how you're going to look, how you're going to feel, control that. That's it.
Let's de-stress. Let's do a pop quiz. Okay, so I think I already know the answer to some of these.
Okay.
From speaking to you already. Full glam or soft glam?
I'm actually soft glam, but I had full glam on my wedding day.
Okay.
Yeah. So
how was that?
Oh, it was very unexpected.
Okay.
But I did like it.
Okay.
So my makeup artist was Emmy's Makeup. Yeah, I think Emmy's Makeup, that's her name on Instagram. She's really good. Oh, really, really good. Such a sweet and gorgeous girl. Like, she did like a very dark eye on me. But I think it's because it was the kente. Because with kente looks, they do it very dramatic and stuff like that. So that's what she did on me as well. And that is something I really much had to get used to, because I was like, oh, okay, I didn't expect this, but it was nice.
But I trust you. If you didn't like it, I know you'd have told her.
I would have told her. I would have told her.
Okay, peace or perfection?
That's so hard. I think I would now say peace. But if you asked me before the wedding,
You'd have
I'd say
said
perfection. Yeah.
Why are you saying peace now?
Peace because it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Just like how I said, like the
Yeah.
little details nobody cares about.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
honestly, I recently went to a wedding and they had put all this detail and customization into the souvenirs, and then they had put it on the table, and like nobody was taking them.
Yeah.
Whether it was like candles or something, or like a pen or a bookmark.
Yeah.
Sometimes people come in and they even think it's part of the decor, so they don't
Yeah.
want to touch it, and
Yeah.
nobody took them home.
Yeah.
So it's like, what did you
I
do
am not
all that
surprised
for?
because
So-
we forgot to give out our souvenirs. And that's what stressed me out the most.
Leading to my next question, would you have preferred physical cash or hard gifts?
Physical
Of
cash.
course, everybody wants
So
cash.
just give me the cash.
You can't carry the toaster to the UK.
Exactly.
So what is the point?
Exactly.
Indoors or outdoors?
So indoors for church ceremony,
Okay.
outdoors for reception.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have missed fans? Because Ghana can.
Yes. We had
Okay.
Miss Fans. Yes.
Okay.
We had a lot of them actually. Yeah.
Small or big? Well, you told us already that you had 100 people, so automatically
Small.
And from not having any pictures from the proposal, viral or private.
As much as I wanted it private, I feel like it had a little bit more reach than I wanted.
Oh.
Yes. Because we had a content creator.
Okay.
But I didn't actually know that the content creator will make content and post it. I thought he would
what
just
do you
make...
think the content creator
Because
was
in the UK, no, because in the UK...
They make it for you.
Yes.
Oh, another culture shock for you.
So when I saw like people reaching out to me, I saw you on TikTok. I was like,
Where?
How? Like, so it was very much like, okay, I didn't expect that. But that was the big thing for me as well. Because I was like, I didn't really want this to go around, but here we are.
I think sometimes, yes, you really have to like have the pre-conversation or sign the NDAs or whatever that it is. But honey, ultimately, let me tell you, anytime you engage a content creator, just know that you are getting the content, but they are getting the content too.
I was so shocked. I was like, I didn't expect this to go around. Like, I didn't expect this. Why is my face plastered over the internet? Why am I in Kinte inspiration videos? Like, excuse me? Like, what's going on? Yeah, I was very much shocked, but it was like, okay, I got over it. That's why, I mean, excuse me, but that's why Joseph is not here, because he's very much like, I'm tired of social media. No, I've had enough. I'm like, okay.
Sorry,
okay.
Joseph.
It's okay. I'll go by myself. It's fine.
Well, we had him in spirit.
In spirit,
so
exactly.
We thank him for all his inspiration. And who knows, maybe 5 years down the line,
he will come back.
And, we can catch up with you guys again.
Yeah.
Are there any vendors you want to give a shout to? Anybody you want to say thank you or thank?
So definitely, as I said before already, Phil's ushering. She was a godsend on the day. Her and her assistant Issy. Great, amazing people. I think the day wouldn't have gone as smooth as it did if she wasn't there. I want to give a shout out to my MC. Oh gosh, Mr. Carter. He was amazing. He did more than I expected. He was so good. Of course, my beauty vendors, SK Lux Fit, Sandra. She's so sweet. Like she did what she had to do with my hair. My hair looked amazing. Both hairstyles looked really great. Then, of course, Emmy from Emmy's Makeup. She did my makeup, both looks as well. She was really nice, really sweet. And she really captured what it is that I wanted. Even though it wasn't really what I expected, it was still like she went above and beyond my wardrobe. First of all, before I even forget, Get Us by OB. She made 15 dresses.
Wow.
She made my Thanksgiving dress. She made my Friday engagement dress. She made all the dresses for my bridesmaids.
You're joking.
Yes, and my sister as well. She made 15 dresses.
Wow.
she's so amazing and she deserves so much more recognition for what she does. Yeah, she is amazing. So definitely, Belinda, you are God sent. Amazing woman. Then House of Pawan, Jojo. Yeah, no words. That's it. He's great. And then, of course, as well, patterns as well. And then my third dress, as I said, I literally just ordered that online and it was custom made as well. And they're called Attila and Kand. They're based in Kosovo, as I said. But yeah, those are the people. And then special thanks, of course, goes to all the pastors that gave us all the counseling, our parents, my in-laws, and, you know, my actual parents, and all the family members and friends that flew in from abroad. Like, I don't think words can express how grateful we are for your love and support, because you being there in the presence, like, you just did way more than you could have even imagined for us, because it was unexpected, the turnout. Really, it really was.
That's amazing. Yeah. You saying that you had 80, if they hadn't come, Naomi, you would have had 20 people at the wedding.
Exactly.
So, that's amazing. Thank you for thanking them.
Oh, of course, definitely. Special recognition.
But thank you so much for coming.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
And guys, please don't forget to subscribe. You've heard Naomi's story. Tell us your favorite tidbits in the comments. We'll be very excited to read them. Joseph will be very excited to read them. And thank you again for coming.
No problem. Thank you for having me.